Hey buddy, ever feel like your gas tank empties faster than your wallet can keep up? You're not alone. Studies from the U.S. Department of Energy show that aggressive driving, like speeding and quick braking, can lower fuel economy by up to 30% on highways. The good news is that you don't have to suffer at the pump. By adjusting the way you drive, you can save fuel and still enjoy a smooth ride. Start by easing your foot on the gas pedal instead of slamming it. Want to know the next trick most drivers forget that costs them extra fuel? Let's keep rolling. Think driving fast gets you there quicker? In reality, going above 65 miles per hour makes your car guzzle gas. According to fueleconomy.gov, each 5 miles per hour over 65 is like paying 20 cents more per gallon. Crazy, right? The solution is simple. Find your car's sweet spot, usually between 45 and 65 miles per hour, for the best fuel efficiency. Here's a practical tip. Use cruise control on open highways to avoid speed-ups and slowdowns. But what about city driving where stoplights ruin the flow? We'll cover that next. City traffic is fuel's worst nightmare. Constant stops make your engine work harder and waste gas. Research shows idling for just 10 seconds burns more fuel than restarting your engine. So, the solution is to plan ahead. Look at traffic lights, keep a safe distance, and glide to a stop instead of braking hard. Practical tip: if you're stuck for more than 30 seconds, turn off your engine. And here's your motivation, brother. Every little adjustment counts. You're not just saving fuel, you're driving smarter. Want a trick that makes your tires work for you instead of against you? Stick around. Ever checked your tire pressure? Low pressure means more rolling resistance, which forces the engine to burn more fuel. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says underinflated tires can lower mileage by 3% and wear out faster. The solution: check your tires monthly. Practical tip: keep a cheap digital gauge in your glove box and pump them to the recommended level. But what if your car feels heavy and sluggish even with good tires? That's our next pit stop. Buddy, carrying unnecessary weight in your trunk is like making your car hit the gym every day. The Environmental Protection Agency says every extra 100 pounds can reduce fuel economy by about 1%. The fix is easy. Clear out the junk you don't need. Practical tip: remove roof racks when not in use because they also add wind drag. But fuel saving is not just about what's outside your car, it's also about how you use your air conditioning. That's coming next. Love blasting the AC on hot days? It feels good, but it makes the engine work harder. Studies show AC use can reduce fuel economy by 25% in hot weather. The solution isn't to suffer in the heat, bro. Instead, use AC wisely. Practical tip: roll down windows at lower speeds and switch to AC only when on highways. And here's a motivation boost. Being mindful of small habits makes you a smarter, more efficient driver. Want to know how the way you accelerate shapes your fuel use? That's up next. Quick starts. Eat fuel like candy. Data from the Department of Energy says gentle acceleration can save up to 15% in fuel. The fix is to treat your gas pedal like a sponge. Press it slowly and let the car build speed naturally. Tip: imagine there's an egg under your foot you don't want to crack. But what about braking? That's just as important, and we'll tackle it in the next segment. Buddy, braking hard wastes the momentum your car worked to build. All that energy gets lost as heat. Instead, anticipate stops early and brake smoothly. A practical trick: watch traffic 2 cars ahead, not just the one in front of you, so you can adjust gradually. The smoother you brake, the less fuel you waste. But have you thought about how often your car needs maintenance for better fuel economy? Let's cover that. Ignoring oil changes and dirty air filters is like asking your car to run a marathon in flip-flops. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, fixing a bad air filter can improve mileage by up to 10%. The solution is regular servicing. Tip: change oil on time, replace air filters, and use the manufacturer's recommended motor oil. Here's your motivation. Keeping your car healthy keeps your wallet healthy too. But can the fuel you choose also affect how far you go? That's next. Ever wonder if premium fuel makes your car run better? For most cars, the answer is no. The Federal Trade Commission says using higher octane fuel when your car doesn't need it is just a waste of money. The smart move is to follow your owner's manual. Tip: only buy from trusted stations to avoid dirty fuel that clogs injectors. But what about hidden habits inside your car, like idling with AC while waiting. Let's dive in. A lot of drivers leave the engine running when waiting for someone. But here's the fact, idling for 5 minutes can waste almost half a cup of fuel. The fix is simple, buddy. Turn off the engine if you're waiting more than a minute. Practical tip: restart when you're ready to move. It's cheaper than burning fuel while parked. Next, let's talk about how planning your trips can save you gas before you even start the engine. Short trips with a cold engine use more fuel. Research shows combining errands into one longer trip saves both time and gas. The solution is to think ahead. Practical tip: plan your route to avoid backtracking and heavy traffic. Motivation for you: you're not just saving fuel, you're saving your time and energy. Want to know how driving posture actually affects fuel efficiency? That's coming next. Sounds funny, but how you sit impacts how smoothly you drive. A proper posture gives you better control, which helps with smoother acceleration and braking. The fix is to adjust your seat so you can reach pedals comfortably. Tip: keep both hands light on the wheel, not stiff, so you can react smoothly. But what about tech? Can apps and gadgets help save fuel? Let's check it out. Modern cars come with eco-driving modes, trip computers, and phone apps that track your mileage. Studies show drivers who monitor fuel economy improve efficiency by up to 10%. The solution is to use these tools instead of ignoring them. Practical tip: reset your trip meter after each refuel to track performance. But not all tricks are digital. Some old-school habits still work. Want one? Stick around. Back in the day, drivers learned to coast downhill in gear instead of neutral. Here's why. Most modern cars cut fuel supply automatically when you coast in gear, but not in neutral. That means smoother rides and better control. Tip: practice gentle coasting when approaching a stoplight. Motivation time: every trick you add makes you a more confident and mindful driver. But what if you share a car with family? That's a whole new challenge. If multiple drivers use the same car, habits clash. One drives smooth, another floors it. The solution is to agree on ground rules. Tip: remind each driver that smoother habits save everyone money. But do you know even small gadgets like phone chargers can affect battery load and indirectly fuel use? Let's cover that. Plugging in multiple devices drains your alternator, which makes the engine work harder. While the effect is small, every bit adds up. The fix is to unplug what you don't need. Practical tip: charge devices at home instead of while driving. But let's get into mindset. How patience actually saves fuel. Rushing leads to speeding, sudden braking, and wasted gas. Studies show calm drivers save up to 15% on fuel compared to aggressive ones. Solution: give yourself extra time before leaving. Tip: turn driving into a calm habit, not a stressful race. Motivation: brother, patience behind the wheel makes the journey safer and smoother. Now what's the final trick that ties it all together? Let's find out. Saving fuel isn't about one magic hack, it's the combo of all these little habits. From tire pressure to acceleration, every detail counts. Solution: pick 3 tips to start today and add more over time. Tip: write down your average fuel use, then track improvements. But how should we wrap up this journey together? That's next. All right, buddy. Now you've got the full toolbox of smart driving tricks to save fuel and drive smoothly. Remember, it's not just about saving money, it's about driving with care and confidence. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy smoother rides. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment your own driving experience. And here's a reminder, if you have any special health conditions that affect driving comfort, always consult a medical professional before making big changes. Drive safe, my friend.